meet you too. Have a seat.
Thanks.
How you doing today?
Fine.
Fine?
Yeah.
Yeah? How's
Pretty
school?
good. School's okay.
What year are you in?
In my first year, freshman year of college.
College? Oh, where are you from originally?
I'm from Palmdale.
Palmdale, so not very far from here. How's the transition going?
It's okay.
Yeah?
It's alright. I don't think I was very prepared for the type of work that I was gonna be dealing with here. Yeah. And I think my past few grades have kind of shown that.
Yeah? Are you doing better?
I don't know. Sometimes it's kind of not consistent. For example, the reason I really didn't want to come here today was I had a project with a partner, and we split up the work right down the middle, and basically we got a B+, which is okay, but the TA only commented on my sections as needing help or as adjustments. He basically, I really feel that the reason we got a B+ is because of me, and my partner's just kind of like, oh, you know, like, well, maybe she doesn't want to work with me anymore for other projects, or maybe she's angry that we didn't get an A because of me. And the comments were kind of brutal.
Is this a problem that you had before with your writing, or is this something new?
I don't know. I think it's the TAs. I have gotten good remarks on other work, and then with some TAs I don't at all. It's kind of the extremes for me.
Have you come into this office before and talked to anybody else about this?
No, you're the first.
And talk to me a little more about the differences you've seen between TAs and the comments they made.
Well, okay. I've been told in the past that I'm a very clear writer. I think I'm very concise, and I've been told that many times before. This TA said some things were inappropriate and were out of context. And maybe I should tell you about the assignment. So the assignment was a memo, and when I hear the word memo, I don't think academic paper. I think just plain Jane writing. Writing that a council member or an elected official, any level of government, would want to have in their hands before going to have to face people regarding the issue. So something quick, something brief, something that speaks to the people. And I wrote this memo, and I put some quotes that maybe were, according to him, inappropriate for the policy memo. But I put quotes saying when people spoke about their income. For example, there was a senior citizen who I quoted in the policy memo, I only make a $600 a month, so that's why I'm against this reform to raise the rents here because of my limited income. And I quoted that in the policy memo, and I think for an elected official, that's a good thing to see how his constituents are feeling, and I think this particular senior citizen had a very strong point, and he represented seniors who obviously were against this policy that we were talking about rent control, or not control. And so I put that quote in, and he basically made a really rude comment, which I thought was really mean. He said, this is personal information that should never be put out in the open. After you interview people, you keep something personal. This is for you to write down on a post-it and keep it in your house. That's what he said, not to include in a paper. And I said, well, I guess I just misunderstood what a policy memo was to him. Maybe the quote was a little too personal. Other quotes were okay that I included and we were required to include quotes. We had to survey 10 people, so quotes were a must. It's not like a random thing I put in there. So that was one comment, and then he just said that, simply said that my sections were not as strong as other sections, or the sections that my partner wrote. So that's pretty much it.
So what I'm hearing is that your problems are not what you're worried about first of all, is part of it is your grade that you got on the memo and the comments that were written on the memo. And another thing that's bothering you right now is if your partner right now would be willing to, work with you on other projects in the future. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's it.
Anything else I'm missing that's kind of bothering you right now?
Nope, that's it.
Let's start looking back. Have you written other papers for this TA in the past?
Yeah, one other class.
One other class. And what was his or her feedback?
His feedback, then I don't remember everything. I think the other time he just dinged us on formatting, and this time he complimented us on our formatting. That was 2 quarters ago when I had him. He didn't, no, I don't think any feedback he gave me then was applicable to what we wrote in this class.
So, your writing hasn't changed since your last...
I don't think so. Maybe this time it was a little bit more rushed. We did do it the day before, and we finalized in the morning of the day it was due. Maybe it was a little bit more rushed, but I felt, and that's the crappy part, I felt my parts were good. If I didn't think my parts were rushed, I thought my partner rushed more because she was unable to get together with me a few times, and I thought her parts might have been more rushed, but it was completely opposite. My parts were weaker than hers.
And is there anything else? You said you worked on it the day before. Is there anything else going on right now that might have gotten away from you and your partner to get together earlier today? Is there?
Well, I don't like the class. I'm not digging the class, and I know that's an issue, and I don't think my partner is either. But I'm not really enjoying the readings, and that's another thing that he did comment on, was that we were not alluding to the readings enough. And when I think of a policy memo, again, I don't think of an academic paper. In an academic paper, you allude to the readings many times, and you quote the authors and whatever. It's all about the authors and the research. And in the policy memo we were asked to write, I did include the main ideas, the big ideas. And I briefly did put the person of what the idea or whatever, but I didn't always, go on to deep explanations about the theory behind it. Because I didn't think that's what a policy memo consisted of.
So what I'm hearing is part of the reason that you kind of haven't worked on it before, or haven't waited until the day before to work on it, was probably you not enjoying the class.
Yeah.
Is there anything else going on? Like, how's your, class schedule, work schedule, personal life, or anything that might have gone on the way?
I don't think anything else got in the way. I mean, I do work, so the times, maybe the 2 times my partner couldn't meet with me, I couldn't meet with her, and the 2 times I tried to meet with her, she couldn't meet with me, whatever. Maybe work got in the way, but no, it was just us. It was just our writing. It was just in the morning trying to put it together. It was a little rushed in the morning.
So what is it about the class you're not enjoying?
I think it's a little repetitive. A lot of the concepts it's just regurgitating, and it's like beating it with a freaking stick. It's the same thing over and over. It's a land use class and transportation policy, which you think would sound great, right? Exciting. It's not. The professor's new to the department, and he's probably still adjusting. He's from Berkeley. He's only been here for a month or so, and he's probably still adjusting to our department and his new job. And he works at Rand. He's only on campus once a week, so it's kind of hard to talk to him. I forgot what you were asking me.
About the class, how come?
Okay, yeah, sorry. The class is too damn long. It's like 3.5 hours once a week, and it's pretty brutal. It's like from 2 to 6.
Is it different from the rest of your classes?
Yeah, I don't think I'm doing all right with the 3-hour classes, the 3.5 hour classes. It's just too damn long.